So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ace!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. You know, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it. Just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. He got 29 yards that time.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
95's the Sam, though. Check his Mike.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's shot right here. He's shot on the right. Hey, 4 down. Check. Crunch.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He can't get him down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Ace!
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Now Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Slow. Left.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And able to find Dorsett. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Leopard! Alert! Gun!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leopard!
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a score closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
We got 3, fellas.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight. Z. Check me out. Left.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And these guys are going to hand the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll run it here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know you feel that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
stuff working right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't
know your last two lines.
Loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Left. Check. He's checking.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Left.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Alert 3! Gun! Detroit!
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better
Fucking
teams
playing
have
with
gotten
me,
at
bruh.
throwing the football. If you go all the way back to
Quit
1960,
fucking
12 times
playing
before
with me.
that, there have
Wrong
been
with
guys
you?
who gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ace! Ace! Check 13! Check 13! Z! Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Back to throw. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 73 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Single.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything.